Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise right now. Let's hear it for Farmer Jim! Hello, good evening, welcome congregation. It's nice to see you.
To see you? Nice.
No, just it's nice to see you too would have been fine, but never mind, we'll move on. You don't normally want the phrase to become a formality. No, my name is Farmer Jim. You can call me Farmer Jim. And I'll tell you a bit about myself. I've come all the way down here from Bristol to be with you tonight, so very pleased to be here indeed. And I actually run a farm in Bristol called Lee Court, so if ever there, come and visit me, say hello. I'm married, I love my wife, she's called Maureen, and coincidentally I have a cow of the same name, which I've never ever had sex with before. I haven't, no. No, I didn't. Well, I was drunk. But that doesn't count, right? If you're drunk, it just doesn't count. Anyway, all I will say is that it was difficult to tell apart the Maureens, because in the dark, they've got very similar vaginas. A bit like a greasy, dirty burger. Thank you. Oh dear. As you probably guessed, my kind of thoughts, opinions and points of view are a little bit kind of old-fashioned, of the previous generation if you like. So just to warn you before I start, my laptop jokes are going to be very un-PC. I drive, on the farm in Bristol, I drive agricultural vehicles, or to commute to the local towns and surrounding areas by bicycle. So to get here today I had to grab a car from somewhere. So I went down to my local car dealer and I said to him, I need to rent a car for today. He said, hire. I said, I need to rent a car for today. I accomplished it, didn't I? I know you shouldn't really start off with a negative, but a good chap of mine, Farmer Bill, who lives down the road, was involved in an accident last week with a kind of farmland machinery, and as a result, he's lost use of both of his hands. I feel for him. Now I read. Sorry, Alfie. Now I read quite an alarming article in Farmers Weekly this morning. The piece itself is actually about a recent a local council study into sort of chubby children and poor education. The headline itself read, government statistics says that 42% of young fat children haven't learned the alphabet. Yeah, that's a problem with A, B, C, D. I'm a man of God, and I think it's good to go down to church, confess your sins, and kind of cleanse your body, mind, soul, and spirit, and all that shabazz. I just think it's a good thing to do. And actually, the vicar, he's a very nice bloke. He's good to have a natter with. He always listens to you and gives you his opinions and thoughts and whatever. But he's become a bit kind of cool and hip recently. In fact, I saw Father O'Mallory driving a brand new soft-top car last week, and I thought, he's converted. Hey! It's so cold, isn't it? No. As a farmer, I tend to dabble in the art of rearing cattle. Or should I say it's more of a doggy-style action? I've only ever shagged a cow once. I loved it though. Whoa. Or should I say... Sorry love, it'll come out in the wash, don't worry, it'll come out in the wash. This is only Dexter, isn't it? If you buy any lives... what am I doing with my life? I'll tell you about that later on. Anyway, if you buy any sort of livestock from me, in particular beef or lamb, and you're going to cook it in a kind of Mexican style, all I will suggest is use the daddy of the spices, paprika. Thank you. I've got him out for you. Do get some weird people down in Bristol, myself included. And in fact, this French bloke the other day, he gave me 9 bottles of washing up liquid. I looked at the washing up liquid, I looked back at him, and I went, fair enough. Well, I'll finish off with this. When I was younger, I wasn't the most popular person, as you can tell. And but I used to like going out to nightclubs, having a bit of a drink and a bit of a laugh and a bit of a dance. And I was on the dance floor, jigging away to an old Michael Jackson classic tune. All of a sudden I slipped over on the floor, fell ass over tit. And I wondered what happened, and I looked down on the floor and I saw there was a big bit of snot. I didn't blame the fall on the sunshine, I didn't blame it on the moonlight, didn't blame it on the bad times, blamed it on the bogey. I'll hand you back to Mr. Alfie Moon. I've been Farmer Jim. Have a good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of Farmer Jim to the comedy universe.